What's up, guys? Back at it. Another frustrating game from the Clemson Tigers. So we are going to look at what went wrong, what was good, and of course, what is ugly. This is the interesting thing about this game. There were a lot more things right. And Aaron and I went back and forth on this. Clemson might have had their best offensive game so far this season, but that's not saying a lot. And maybe that's even more frustrating. So let's just try to dive in here, see what's going on. Again, so a lot of progress was made, but when I look at these and there's just too many negatives, as you will see here, that needs to shrink marginally, and there's surely others that we could have shown, but these were just some that stood out a little bit more than others. So let's just dive into it. What we're going to look at here is the first drive of the game. And some real promise, and then it comes to a screeching halt, and then we're going to dive into again the bad plays, because that's always good. That's what offensive linemen, I mean, we always want to know what was bad. Then we'll show some good, which there's a lot, and then we'll show some ugly that was just strange, quirky things or things that I didn't really like here. So looking at this first play, we're going to look at the bottom of your screen. K's going to see TJ Moore here. He's got some fluff here. He's got some room, and he's going straight to him. He's going to go right to TJ, roll out, which I love. Great spacing by the offensive line, getting some blocks. We've got a chip here if we need it from our running back. And that ball's out as soon as TJ's turning, which we love. We love anticipation. We love getting the ball out. Great catch. Really good job by this corner, too. This was kind of a trend during the day. Look how quickly he closes. He breaks on that ball really fast. That's a good job. It's a physical play from that corner. All right, let's look at the second play here. What we're going to look at, and this is where we can't even get two plays in one drive without, some frustrating things happening. Look at this tight end, okay? He's coming in. Notice it's man-to-man. So this guy's coming with him. He's coming across the formation. So usually we do motions. We want to, A, get an advantage from a number standpoint, B, find out what the coverage is, C, give another look to show the defense something, another twist, if you will, on something that's happening here. But what happens, that's an unnecessary consequence and really not needed at all from a number standpoint, because let's back it up and continue to look at this. You see the box right here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we've got 4 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers. So it's already a moderately heavy box. But now when we bring this in, we're adding another layer to that. We're adding a 7. Now it's a heavy box. Now there really is no advantage here. You see this linebacker kind of at the bottom of your screen is blitzing, so we know he's coming. This guy, this stand-up defensive end here, he's the read. Cade's reading him. He's looking right at him. So if he crashes, Cade's going to pull it. If he kind of stays like he is, Cade's going to give it. But by us motioning in and for some reason back blocking, we're back blocking the read. I don't understand that. That doesn't, to me, make a whole lot of sense. And the byproduct of that, now we've brought an extra hat into the party. And what does he do? Tackle for loss. That guy is unaccounted for. He's not a part of the count for the offensive line, and he makes the tackle for loss here. So we see it again. You see the box. Okay, so what we're going to do is double up, and we're going to this backer, single, running back should be hitting it right here. So the center slowed down. He backed up, which is really good. He's still going to get to his guy. He's there. That's going to be fine. It's going to work out. But this is the guy that's unaccounted for. We added him to the party by, for whatever reason, bringing this guy in, bringing this tight end to block the read. He's not making the play. So I'm not sure why we're motioning him in. It's a weird play call. It's a bad play call, bad play design, rather. That gets nothing. You never have a chance. There's nothing that Clemson could do with that happening there. Now, this one, again, it's kind of a weird deal because the tight end, once again, back blocking on who? Look who makes the play. The tight end's going to be right here in the backfield, and he's going across to nothing. This is a weird design play. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. If he would go right here and block the cutoff guy, which, by the way, he just motioned across the whole formation to back block that guy. A play ago was just on the other side. This play probably has something, but he doesn't. And he goes this way, and it's, again, a tackle for no gain. So it's really odd. Double team here, up. Double team here, up. Why wouldn't he just seal that? And again, that's probably what he's coached to do. He's going across the whole formation, unless he just doesn't know the play, which I doubt. But that's just a really weird play design there. Where's he going? Who's he going to block? Nobody. It makes no sense. And you just kind of look and envision here, if the running back has this clear lane, he's going to get something. Doesn't look like a lot because it closes in a hurry, but it's going to be better than that. So really two back-to-back strange design plays with our tight end and the things we're going to do. So now, as you see it here, we just had a couple of good plays in a row. We're getting first downs. We're moving the ball. Cade Klubnik going to go do a great job. Come out to the read. Boom. Ball's on the ground. Devastating. Your defense just got a huge stop. Georgia Tech marched down the field and got zero. They gave you your best shot. Your defense hold strong, and then you give the ball right back in unbelievable field position, a total gift for these guys. So that was the first drive. You see the fumble here from another view. We don't need to look at it again. That's hard, and that puts Clemson behind 3-0. And just momentum-wise, it's like, man, you had it, you took it, and you pack it up in a nice, beautiful gift, and you give it right back to them. Okay, now we're just going to get to the bad. We've got about 5-6 plays here of just bad. And again, there's a variety of different things here. We're going to look at the top of the screen. We're just going to go ahead and go to the end zone view just so we don't have to waste any time there and kind of see what's going on with these guys. So we want to start on the left side here. So it looks like a relatively routine. I said left side. I meant the right side. Left for me because we're looking at it this way. But it looks like a routine double team. And I don't know if Blake gets tripped, gets hit in the back of the leg, gets pushed. But that's super uncharacteristic for him just to fall down for no reason. Pretty strange there. No real reason to do that. The other kind of quarrel that I have, and this is probably just the way he's coached. I don't know. I'm not in the meeting rooms. But with this head up nose, and we know we have an athletic tackle that's coming down to seal block, why not just hold on there? Why not come down more tackle, hold this off? This guy standing up, he's not interested. He's not making the play. You can kind of tell that demeanor there. But if they counted it and it is what it is, you have to kind of deal with it. But instead, I would love for him to stay here and just hang on so our center can help out here. And that's the main point of attack. That's one of my biggest issues with offensive line play, not just Clemson. This is everybody. We have to take care of the first line first. That initial wave, get that out of the way. There's no reason to climb or go somewhere else if there's adverse things happening right here. The play cannot get started if we do not solidify and move the first line of defense of the defensive line to get to the second level. And so I hate when I see those things because this guy's high. He's getting pushed back, and ultimately the play is done. And you make that play. Instead, if our center stayed, we dig that out, we stay there, and we get some movement, maybe we get a better play here, but we'll never know. So now looking at this next play, an interesting concept here. And you know, to me, Cade's looking at this, and he's going to pump fake. When he pump fakes, the ball should be out to 3 different guys. Bryant Wesco down here, 15 yards downfield, wide open. Your tight end here, wide open. Tyler Brown going across the whole formation, wide open. These have been the things that are pretty frustrating to watch here because you got a 4th-year guy. Ball should be out to Tyler Brown. Bang. Ball should be out to Bryant Wesco. If he's looking at, if this is just what he's stuck on, I understand the hesitation, but now ball should be out. And he's looking there. I don't know what he's looking at. I don't know what he sees. But these guys, this is easy. This is routine to make this play here and to keep this drive alive, keep it going. That's what's frustrating to me. Now, listen, again, never played quarterback, don't know, but I can see where Cade Klubnik is looking, and I can see 3 guys very much so wide open. You got to make that play. Now, he picks up positive yards. That's awesome, but I'd much rather have the first down and who knows, maybe a wide receiver scores than just dancing around and taking unnecessary hits. These are the things that I thought we would not see. I don't love the play call because it's super basic. We just have an out route, kind of a fade by Bryant Wesco at the top here, an out route by, it looks like Tyler Brown, and then a quick slant by TJ. And the only reason I don't love it, because of the coverage, but B, let's get creative. Let's move around. You saw when Georgia Tech ran that 2-point play, creativity, mesh routes, double pass concept, like getting guys moving. This is just lockdown. I mean, TJ running right at him, and this corner immediately bites. There's no move. There's no anything. And so Cade should never even throw this ball. As soon as you see this coverage, which is locked down, throw it out of the end zone. Hit one of these fans in the background here. Hit the goalpost, get some extra points because he never sees this DB, linebacker, whatever position he plays, never sees it. And this guy just jumps up willy-nilly trying to bat it down. He's like, oh, my goodness, I can catch this. And so that to me is just A, not a good play design, B, a terrible decision, C, it makes it even worse because the guy picks it. I do want to highlight here, though, Adam Randall being a freak of nature, hawking this guy down, looking like DK Metcalf. So great job, great effort there, but another bad play that changes the game around. And when you do those turnovers, you're not able to score and capitalize. That puts us in a bad situation here. So now looking at this, we just have some communication issues by the offensive line. Let's flip this around and kind of look at the backside for you guys so you can see here. The interesting thing for me, so Blake, the right tackle, is pointing out. So he's communicating, it looks like either an out call, which means he should go straight to it, which he kind of hesitates. So the footwork there, to me, I don't know if he repointed. I don't know if he made an out call, but because of his footsteps, to me, that makes me think that he re-identified where they were going. And so he faces up there, does a great job, pushes through, but then the head turn by Walker Parks here makes me think, did they still think they were going this way? Why is he not working through this defensive end here to their linebacker? Because these guys clearly didn't get the memo. Okay, on the backside, if we did push it over, if when Blake pointed his hand out there and said, look, we're going that way, that wasn't communicated down the line, because if that's the case, then these guys have to go here. They've got to get up to that next linebacker and make it happen here, and that is not the case. This is their best linebacker, number 44, Kyle Leaford, their best player, and he's untouched because there was a communication lapse. Think he gets over here, and we have the left tackle stay heavy, push through, get to the second level. Who knows what this is going to look like in a big chunky run, but you've got unfortunate miscommunication there and guys, not being on the same page, not showing what they want to do, which again is super strange because this is such a veteran group. Here we've got the Tyler Brown miscommunication. Don't know if it's the wrong route. Don't know if because he saw it wide open in the middle, Cade thought he was going to keep going vertical. I remember this vividly watching it live. Cade immediately points his hand up, pointing this way, saying, get vertical, which, okay, maybe. But the thing that I'm looking at is look at these two corner routes. Here's TJ Moore. Here's Bryant Wesco. And the throw is not changing any of that. Maybe this guy a little bit, but he was already over there. This is wide open. This is relatively open. This is open. I get it. He's locked on here. He saw it part like the Red Sea, but the miscommunication makes it really tough. And even if he's not, I still think this ball's overthrown if Tyler Brown's still getting – it's a weird – and that might be a hospital hit right here with two guys in the middle. I don't understand why we weren't working this sideline as soon as he saw, those safeties kind of not moving. I mean, they're going straight vertical. And so for me, if I'm Cade, which it looks like he's reading solely the safeties, and even with this guy kind of moving to Tyler Brown, he's going more over here, but with him moving to Tyler Brown coming right up the seam, so with this guy, I don't know. I just would have gotten off of that quickly and gotten to one of these corner routes. That again, a frustrating decision, clear miscommunication, and guys on different pages. You just don't like that. So that happens. And then the next play, we've got third down here, and we're going to our guy who's been the guy the whole game, and there's going to be a lot of good coming. Just hold on here. We've got two more, kind of bad plays. Easy routine catch. He's run this route. He's made this play 1,000 times. Just turns his head. Bryant Wesco at the top of your screen here a little bit early, and he drops it. And that was big. That was big momentum. Again, you need that guy to make that play and to make that happen, and he's not able to do it. Super frustrating. Okay, now this one ended up being an okay pass, but I kept it on the bad because at this point in the game, Bryant Wesco has been the guy. He is balling. He has a ton of yards. He needs to be who you're looking at and who you want to throw the ball to. So you're going to see him right here, kind of to the right of your screen, right behind TJ, and he's running a quick out route. It's almost like a pick play in the sense that TJ's in front of him and he's going to be blocking. So you see this space, and Cade's looking over there. Cade sees this space. Ball should be out. Ball should be in flight to Bryant Wesco, in his hands, touchdown, no problem, easy. I don't understand. He's rolling. I guess he's looking back at TJ, who's covered up. But, I mean, look at this, guys. It's right there. Make the plays. Rolling right. It's right in your face, Cade. Make the throw. And now this is impressive. He snaps his head around. A little bit of a dangerous throw, but he gets it in there. And this would have been a touchdown if it wasn't bobbled just a smidge there. It's good focus, but it doesn't get done. He doesn't make the catch. And you're just sitting there like, oh, man, these open plays keep happening, and we keep having guys screaming wide open downfield, and there's something off. Is it Antonio Williams being out? I don't know. There's been a bunch of stats floating around Twitter, Cade with Antonio, Cade without Tonio. It's a fascinating thing here, but guys are open, and we've got to get it to them. This is where things are a little bit frustrating because there was a lot of good, and we're going to go through those. And I think it's worth doing. It's fun to see. There's progress made, but at the end of the day, I don't think any Clemson fan, any Clemson coach, any Clemson player is sitting here saying 1 and 2 is good enough. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's thinking that was the expectation. But I do want to show growth, and I do want to show things that were really nice and fun to see here. So similar play, Bryant Wesco at the top of your screen there, running a quick kind of, curl route, boom, quick catch, nice fancy move, secure the first down, really good play. Fun to watch, heck of a player. Now this play, this is where Cade, these are the things that I expected to see from him time and time again. This is a really nice play here. Cole Turner is going to be out wide all by himself here. Some one-on-one coverage, but he stays, so it looks like probably cover 2. Watch this throw. He's anticipating. Cade's throwing this ball as soon as Cole gets right outside of that linebacker there in traffic. Maybe he didn't see that guy. Maybe he did. Maybe he won't with things we've seen later. But a really good throw. Really good catch by Cole. Gets vertical. Picks up some nice yards after the catch. That's impressive to see. We'll show from the back end here just so you can kind of see it. Really good job here. Boom. I mean, look at it. Look where he's throwing that ball. He's behind this guy. That's fun. These are the type of things I expect from Cade. These are the type of plays in throwing in those windows that I thought that we would see day in, day out, play in, play out. Really fun to see. This is also another thing that we did not see against LSU, that we did not see against Troy. Look at this pocket. Great. They're not rushing. They're rushing too. But Cade's not panicking. He's staying in there. He's not freaking out. He's bouncing around. He's looking for his guys. And then, bam, he finds them. Great play, great patience, really good job by the offensive line. Again, I know they're only bringing 2. But for a guy that would panic and maybe see some ghosts, that was a big deal. That was really impressive to see. This is the 3rd and 22 call. Just a gutsy freaking play by Adam Randall. I mean, get the guy the ball more. It's fun to watch this. It's fun to see him do this. He deserves more opportunities. I think he's shown it. And I want him downhill more. I don't love the outside stuff that we've, kind of been doing with him. Look at that. These are great instincts. This is a really good run, and he's showed some. There's others where he still looks like a wide receiver, but this is one where he looks like a running back, and I think that's exciting, for folks to see here. This right here is an effort play. Watch the tight end, number 87 here at the bottom of your screen, and watch the quarterback. Let's watch Cade first. He's going to do that pitch, and watch him sprint out. He is cutting off and blocking a defensive end. That is awesome to see that type of effort. That is amazing to see a guy get out. He saves the play. That defensive end's making the tackle right there, but instead, Cade cuts him off, gets his body in front, and Adam's able to gain another 2, 3, 3.5 yards. Now, the other guys I mentioned, watch this tight end. This is nasty. This is fun, and this is what I want to see more of. Guy kind of has an angle on him, and watch him just finish. Slams him. Love that, and then tells him about it. That's big time. I love that. Out in space, watch your tight end right here. Cade, great cutoff. Watch your tight end. Here he goes. Dunks on him. Love that play. That's an attitude play. That's really fun to see there. All right, this one, we're getting close to the end zone. Just a laser. Great pass pro, as you see here. A little bit of leakage, a little push from the center, but he's all right. He jumps on him. He's got him. Bang. Good anticipation. Could throw it a little bit earlier, but I like this. This is good. Really good shot there. Bryant Wesco seeing the ball in, getting as close as we can. That's fun. That's big time. That's what you expect to see from Cade Klubnik. Now, this is a guy, again, really the bigger issue. We've got to find out more ways to get everybody involved, right? And part of that is the offense can't stay on the field. I mean, statistically, don't go look at the numbers because it's really bad. Clemson is 100+ in seemingly every category on the offensive side of the ball, including time of possession, which what does that mean? Less plays for guys, less guys getting involved, frustration, lack of confidence, things of that nature. So putting drives together really has to be a huge point of emphasis so we can get more people involved in this offense. But this is a great job by Tyler Brown. Nice natural instincts, gets to the outside, really good blocking by everybody on the edge here. We'll show you the backside view so you can see that as well. but just a really good job by TB being patient. I mean, he's not just hitting this full speed, he's allowing his tight end to block. Great job by Adam Randall here, sealing the block, and then to find the alley, not trying to bounce it, not trying to be faster than everybody, hitting the alley like a running back, making one guy miss. Love to see that. That's a really good job by Tyler Brown and fun to see. This is a big time throw to your tight end. So you're going to have some leakage. You're going to have some weird things. We'll talk about that from the offensive line. But look at that subtle movement by Cade here. I'm going to rewind it just for a second. Look at this. Nice move. Not panicking, not just taking off and running. Has his check down right there if he wants it, but he sees that there's more coming. Really good throw, dart over the defense or over the linebacker there. Really fun play, great concentration by the tight end, making a guy miss, picking up some extra yards. Really good job. Now let's look at the offensive line here because I do think this is interesting. We're showing run, like you're kind of doing, like counter power, some type of run thing to try to get these offensive linemen down. The quarrel I have, this guy right here to the right is going to be a high draft pick. He's a preseason All-American. He's fine. He doesn't need help. The center's head up. Where are you going? Where are you running to? Stay there. Stay right there. Slow down. Keep your hand. You can even look because, again, you're good to the right. Blake Miller is just fine. He does not need help. But we've got to help this cat right here because that going, he's feeling the body, he's getting in Cade's face. Unnecessary. We don't need that. And what are we? We're doing nothing. We're doing nothing. Just slow down. Don't look for nothing. Look for work. Okay. And let's make some plays happen right there. Really good job overall by Cade Klubnik. It's a similar thing here for Cade. You've got a guy screaming off the ball here. And it's kind of interesting because if that guy keeps going vertical, he probably hits Cade coming off the edge right here. But yet again, we see Cade Klubnik staying calm, not panicking, not just taking off and running, making, something bad worse. But this right here, this is the elite stuff that we've been waiting to see. This is where, okay, I thought we'd see this from all of these guys, maybe 4 or 5 of these guys. Bryant Wesco has certainly turned it on, catches this ball. Look at all the space. Great. Love crossing routes, love getting guys open. But then TJ Moore down here at the bottom of your screen blocking his tail off. He saw him make the catch. He's blocking. This is a 15-yard gap, and he's already trying to lock this guy down. Then you see the elite speed from Bryant Wesco. That is awesome. That is fun. More of that, please, and thank you, is what we would love to see here from this offense, especially this wide receiver core when they get their opportunities. Now, this Cade right here, I thought this was Pittsburgh 2.0 last year, walk-off, draw play. He got the wheels going, one-on-one in the hole. This guy's got a 12-yard gap. I thought Cade was going to shake him out of his shoes, take it to the house. But no shake, good angle, really good tackle in space by that guy. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Quarterback coming at you full speed, and you can break down, change direction like that. But a great job by the offensive line. We'll look at the back view here in a second, just so you can see those guys tossing them, let's part the Red Sea. Okay, wherever they want to go, take them. Let them go upfield. Great job. This is awesome by Walker Parks. Let him go because Cade's going right here. There's no reason to try to stronghold, and then he can get another angle, rip inside. Great job by Blake. Great job by these guys. Just run them. Just run them. Great effort. He got them out of the way. Again, I thought Cade was going to break that. That would have been a fun game breaker there and a really good job by him. This is a fun play by the offensive line. You've got your right tackle up at the top screen, just tossing a guy, getting him on the ground, finishing. Love that. Great job. Tell them about it when you're done. But then let's look at the left side too, because I want to give these guys credit. They moved this out of the way. This is probably the best play, singular play that I've seen from the left tackle here. He gets on this guy, just drive, single block. It was supposed to be a double team. He goes over. Look at that leg drive. We get to the second level. Great job there. Really impressed by that. If we can get more of that consistently from the left tackle position without Tristan Lee, Clemson's going to be in a really good spot. All right, so that was the good. Like I told you, there was a lot of good. I tried to roll through it. We don't need to break down a ton of different things. It looks great. They did a great job there. They got better in a loss. And I know a lot of y'all probably don't want to hear that, but it's true. And the weird thing that Clemson is facing right now is it seems like there's 60 or 70 new guys, and they're trying to figure out who they are offensively. And we know that's not the case. And that's why it's so frustrating. These are old guys. They've been together. You've got a 4th-year quarterback, 3-year starter, and a bunch of other guys around them that have played a ton of ball. For whatever reason, it's clicking inconsistently. Let's get it going. Let's wake up, get these guys rolling in the right direction. And I think they'll be okay there. There's so much good that we've seen, but now we're going to look at the ugly. So the reason I didn't put this as a bad play is because Cade actually saved it. And I'm sitting here on the top of your screen with Graham Neff kind of talking. We're like, oh gosh, here we go. But he makes a really great play. And he reads this a little bit slow, honestly, because this guy's right here. You see the defensive end, the hangover player, and a defensive tackle with all these numbers. I thought Cade would pull this a lot quicker. And when we look at the other copy, you're going to see. Well, I'll show you this first. We'll go back to that in a second. So the ball's on the ground. Not good. Scary type of play. He picks it up, panics a little bit, doesn't panic. He's an athlete. Does a great job rolling out, figuring something out. Low key, a great thing. Watch Blake Miller get back to this line of scrimmage. That's huge. If he's downfield when Cade throws this, that's a penalty. He comes backwards. Really good job right there. And so I'm watching Cade do this. I'm like, oh no, this dude's about to take a sack for no reason. Oh my goodness. And he throws it away. That is huge. That is a big time play from your veteran quarterback, making a horrible play, fine, neutral. He neutralizes the bad play. But watch when I'm looking here at the quarterback position. So he just a little bit quicker pull is all I would like. Because look at this over here. We've got numbers. And Cade, you can probably hit that and use your speed and have something really nice. Now, I know this guy goes inside, but I don't know. I would have liked to seen him pull it just a little quicker. Who knows what happens? But again, the fact that he threw this ball away is a huge win and a really good job here. This play thrown to Cole Turner was just kind of weird. There's a lot of time. I mean, you look how deep he's dropping back to that left side with purpose and really deep. I mean, he's expecting to have a really big boy throw here. And it looks like it's a one-man read. They're just all over it. This is a dangerous throw. I mean, this made me, kind of hold my breath here. Here, that's me right there. You see us up at the top of the screen trying to chop it up. Dangerous throw. Really scary throw here. And he's essentially triple covers. Clemson's very lucky this was not an interception. Guy gets clobbered. I don't know how that's not a penalty. Uncatchable ball. I know he pulls up, but it happens. That should be a 15-yard penalty, but it is what it is here. Just to kind of see it again. Looks like he's wide open. I mean, if he throws this ball now and can dump it in there right where he is, okay, decent play. But look at all the air. There's a lot of air on that ball. A little dangerous, a little scary play. That was early in the game. This one right here, y'all. I mean, it's bad. It's what it is. I don't think I've ever seen this before. This guy just trips over his own feet. And I can't imagine what he's just like, are you kidding me? Like, did that just happen? Because it's probably going to end up being relatively decent play. Maybe not. That that linebacker's standing right here. Maybe he gets him. But that just felt like this is that's the Clemson offense right now. It just can't get out of its own way at certain times. It's kind of frustrating. All right, last one here, and I've said some play calls that I don't like. I really don't like this play call. We're going essentially quarterback sweep to the left, to the boundary. Let's just get vertical. Let's get running forward. Let's hand the ball to our 240-pound, 6'4" Derrick Henry, whatever we want to call him here, and Adam Randall. Let's let him get vertical, okay? Or let's get Cade vertical with him as a lead blocker. I don't like all the let's tricky, let's get out in space, let's run. It just doesn't seem to ever work for Clemson. This looked like the Miami play from 2 years ago that they just lost on. And I think that was more of a Cade decision, not a play call. But clearly this is a play call here. And I just don't – I want to get vertical. I don't like running around people. Let's put our foot in the ground. Let's not call this play. Let's run power. Let's run something getting vertical, not a bunch of sideline to sideline. As Taylor Tannenbaum said, the field is much longer than it is wide. So let's not try to do that. So don't really love that. Is what it is. That's the interesting thing, guys. So, again, there are bad things, no question. And it's frustrating to watch. And when you see them, you kind of look at these and you go, okay, is what it is, right? And Clemson lost, and Clemson put themselves in a really bad situation there. But at the end of the day, you also see growth. And so how much do we see from this Clemson team? How much do we see them put it together? When are they able to do that, and how fast until they look like the Clemson team we thought? There's enough good for me to think that is coming soon. It's a couple of things. I know people don't want to hear that. It's a couple plays away. I know people are super mad Coach Sweeney's saying that, but it is. And at the highest level of football, It's one, two, three, four plays that change the entire game, and that's where Clemson is. The margins of error are extremely small for them right now. So they've got to do the little things, got to get it better, coach harder, play harder, execute at a high level. We'll see if we get it, because you got a couple of teams coming to town that would look forward to embarrassing you. And I think the Tigers will be all right. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Always jump in the comments if you have anything to say. If there's something I missed or something you think you'd like to hit on more, let me know. But we'll keep doing these things. Appreciate you guys.